Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's Treesky here, and today I got a grenade spot tip video for you guys. I want to show you some of these great grenades that are really useful in domination game modes, and they are all on the MLG variant maps. Now, I know that these grenade videos have been really popular recently, and a lot of different directors or commentators have been highlighting them. So I will admit that I didn't discover all of these grenades, but you know, I don't know whose videos you guys watch, and I want to make sure that you all know these grenades because they're very helpful. So this first one you just throw from the C spawn on domination over to the A spawn, and it's really popular one for teams to throw at the beginning of matches. So if you're on the receiving end, make sure you're aware of that, and if you're on the giving end, that C spawn, make sure you throw that. Try to get a nice little triple kill at the start. So this next one is for when you spawn at the bottom flag at the bottom range on firing range. And if you're losing the C flag, you can just throw this nade right up there and it'll land perfectly on the flag. So it's a great nade. That's a really popular spawn down there when you have the C flag. Now this next nade is somewhat obvious, but sometimes you'll spawn on this back white trailer area and you need a nade B, and you can just aim it up a little bit, cook it, and throw the nade right on top of the flag. Now this next grenade is a great one if you spawn at that back trailer area and you're losing the A flag, or you need to get somebody off the A flag. You can just sit right behind that fence area, throw the grenade up about 65 degrees, and it'll drop right on top of this flag. You can also just take a few steps back if there's somebody in the top wood building there, and aim it a little bit more left, and you'll land it right on that second story there. Now this next nade is sort of the opposite of the C to A nade that I showed you first. This one is the A to C nade that you can get at the start of a game. Now especially with this Jeep there, you aim that grenade nice and high, it'll drop right on top of the C flag and blow up that Jeep and kill anybody on the flag. So it's another great spawn nade. Now this is also another great alternative route to run when you have that C spawn. You just come right back here to middle ramp, cook the nade a little bit and drop it right on top of A, and then you're ready to defend B and get some people off of there. Okay, so this next map we have coming up is Hanoi. Now I know Hanoi isn't an MLG variant domination map, however it is used for capture the flag, and these were some good domination grenades, so I figured I might as well include them. Now this first one's really useful if you are holding down the A and B flags and you're near that gallows area and need to get a grenade on B really quickly. Just toss one right over that building there and it'll land on the flag every single time. And this next one is sort of the opposite. It's from C to B. Just throw it really nice and high. It'll bank off that side building there and land on the B flag. Okay, next map we have coming up is Summit Domination. Now this first grenade is a really popular one that a lot of people know. It works a little bit better with the Semtex because all you have to do is lay prone and aim straight up in the air and it'll land right on the flag. But you can also do it with a frag grenade as long as you cook it for about 2 seconds. The next grenade we have here is a great spawn grenade when you are spawning at the top C spawn. You just run and throw it exactly where I had it lined up there. Throw it somewhat level, somewhat flat. It'll bounce right through this doorway here and clear a lot of people off of A. It's a great grenade to get double kills or triple kills at the start of the game, and right here I'm just kind of demonstrating where it's safe and where it isn't safe to cap the A flag from. So if you're standing right in the middle where most people will, or even if you're using that pillar as cover, you're probably going to get it naded off. So the safest place is to stand all the way back here by this little scaffolding, and you'll be safe from that every single time. Now this is sort of the opposite grenade. It's from A spawn to C spawn, and it's a great grenade. It's really easy to throw. Just cook it for a couple seconds, get a nice little arc on it, and you'll throw it right on top of that C flag every single time. This grenade is one to keep people off of C if you're at the B spawn, or excuse me, if you're at the B flag. Just throw it right over that dome there, get it really nice and high, almost aiming straight up. And you don't really need to cook it much. It'll land right on top of that C flag and clear anybody off before you even have to run over there. This one is one that Boss Jacoby showed me, or put in one of his videos recently. He just gets snug up next to that wall by those barrels there, aim at the top corner, and don't cook the frag or anything. It'll just bounce right off of this little lip here in this rooftop, and it'll land right on top of the B flag. That's a great grenade. It's sort of an alternative to that forklift grenade. Okay, now this next grenade we have here is if you have the A spawn and you need to get a grenade on B. It's a little bit harder to nade B from A, So if you come to the side here on this catwalk, you can sort of aim straight up, I'd say about 80 degrees, and don't cook the nade for too long and you'll drop it right on top of the B flag. Alright, next we have Villa here, and Villa is just one of those maps where all of the objectives are right out in the open, so they're really easy to nade people off of. And this first one, you just sort of go next to that bush, lay prone, aim straight up in the air, and then stand as you throw the grenade, and it'll land right there every single time. Now this is sort of an alternative to that first one. Just stand by that light post, make sure you aim towards the right so that it doesn't bounce into the open area of that wall. And it'll land right next to this cart where a lot of people like to lay prone and secure the flag from. Now this is a useful one if you are near the fountain area and need to get somebody off of A. You just aim it about 70 degrees up in the air and cook it for about a second and it'll land right on top of the A flag. And here I'm kind of demonstrating where you can dodge that nade from if you use these planters as cover. It'll sort of take the blast away. Now this is a very, very important grenade. The game likes to spawn you right inside of that villa when you have the A and B flag. So if you need to nade somebody off of B, just come right out here, cook it for about a second, throw it over the building about 75-80 degrees, and it'll land right on that top of that B flag every single time. Really, really useful grenade. Now this is sort of the opposite. This is from C to B. It's a little bit harder to do. You have to make sure that you aim towards the right of the B flag so that it doesn't bounce into that open area again, but it's still a great grenade to know. Now this next one is one that I actually just recently learned, and it's a great, great grenade. I don't know how many times I've been on the B flag or near that area and needed to nade somebody off of A, but just couldn't do it. So if you go over to this little building, aim really high up in the air, don't cook the grenade at all, and throw it at the top of your jump, you'll land it right on top of that A flag every single time. It's a great, great grenade, very useful, so you don't ever have to leave that B flag. Now this final one is just a little spawn grenade that you can use if you want to run towards the top balcony from the A spawn. Just run up to top balcony, don't cook it at all, and throw it at the top of your jump once again towards the C flag, and you should be able to pick up 1 or 2 guys off of that flag. Anyway guys, that's all I got for today. Sorry about going so fast, but I just wanted to give you guys your money's worth and get one big grenade video rather than 10 small little minute-long videos. So you might need to go back and replay some of those and pause them to see exactly where I was aiming and where I jumped from, and make sure that you release them all at the top of your jump. That's really important. But anyway, just practice and eventually you'll get them down and you'll be a pro nader and nobody will be able to cap a flag from you. So, hope you enjoyed. Have a good day, guys.